Hello everyone, today we are playing Iron Brigade and we are going to work on the Razputin achievement. Now the Razputin achievement is an achievement where we have to complete a mission wearing the Psi goggles and the Raz sweater, which we get from completing two different challenges. We get from completing an emplacement kills challenge where we have 2,500 emplacement kills, and from completing the scrap collection challenge where we have to collect 25,000 scrap. Now there's a couple of different suggestions on how to do this that have been posted online. I actually found one that I think works better. It takes about 13 minutes for a round to complete. So let's head over here, select our mission. We are going to do Europe, the refinery mission. So in this one, this is where we first get introduced to mines. So for our trench, here I'm taking the Hammer Mark III so that we can have a heavy +2 support, although we're only ever going to use one of those supports. For legs, you want to take something that's Sprint Plus is even better, obviously, to allow you to run faster. For weapons, I'm taking the Fighting Wolverine as the first two slots, and then the last slot is Harry. Is just something to fill that slot, in all honesty, though. For emplacements, you're heavy, you definitely want a mine. Take the strongest one you have. In this case, I have a shock mine layer. And then you want a collection pod. The better you have, the better. In this case, I've got the impeccable collection pod. So that's the setup that we need. Now let's go ahead and deploy and launch into this mission.
Running at full capacity, this refinery makes 5,000 gallons of fuel a day. That's enough to last one trench an entire week. We must not lose this supply.
Okay, so you would think the first round they're going to come from the left, but because the mine layer takes time to get the first mines out, we're going to set the first mine over on the right side for round 2. And so these guys just go ahead and kill with your gun. And then pick up the scrap. So now you see it's just laid out its second mine now. So let's back up.
Uh-oh, there they are. Resistors.
And we'll let the mine layer take out as many as it can, and then we will just take out the rest here.
Yeah, die, tube.
Okay, it looks like it took out 2 in that round. That'll get better. So let's pick up this. Okay, not quite enough yet, so this next round we're going to have both sides here on this next wave.
I think it is only fair that we have this war on a level playing field. And by level, I mean free of all these tiresome turrets of yours. I'm sending down a powerful burst transmitter to destroy them all! Let nothing stand between us, old friend.
Okay, so now we've got some burst transmitters.
Use mine generators to shut them down.
We can just take out this side since we don't have a mine layer. And the mine layer got these 2 over here, so let's pick up these scraps. Now let's set a mine layer down on this side.
Please clear the target area.
And then head back here for our first bonus scrap drop, which will be an additional 50 scrap. There we go. Now what we're going to do is we are going to build up to where we have 2 mine layers in both of these lanes. And then once we have that, then we will go up on the right side, set up some mine layers there, and then we'll go do the left side as well. We're not doing a collection plate on this down here yet to give us some money to spend towards the mine layers a little bit more. That, and we're actually going to be staying down here most of the time anyway. So it'll be just as easy for us to collect this scrap. Okay, so let's go ahead and set up a second mine layer. Actually, we'll go ahead and do it in front here. There we go.
only does my gas attack.
Okay, now we've got a gas attack coming this way. So these, there'll be 2 of them that will pop up, and you'll just have to shoot those. Yeah, there was one.
We can't see anything through that gas. Find the source
And
and take
number
it out.
2 is there. So you can tell where they are based on the, you can see the sparks coming out of the top
The
of them.
shotgun is so much more fun up close.
So let's pick up the scrap.
I've spotted the enemy.
So the 2 mine layers on that side should be enough to kill them. And
Die, tube.
fortunately we had to kill one ourselves on this side, but that's okay. Okay. Now we can get our second mine layer over here. That should be good.
Here comes Big Willie.
Big Willie.
These guys
Okay,
are tough.
so with your sniper, soften them up just a little bit. There we go. And now we're just going to let our mines finish them off. Same thing on this side.
Ricochet.
4 shots with the sniper rifle should do it. With 2 mine layers, that will be finished off.
They're gone for now.
Okay, so now let's head up on the right side, up top, and we're going to set down 2 mine layers over here, which we already have enough for. So let's do our first one right
Good
there,
idea.
and our second one right there, and then let's also set up a collection right in between. So let's see,
Yeah, I
we got a couple with mines to be set out. Oh, nice. Looks like we actually might get all of them with that. No, all the first part. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade this collection pod as well, all the way, because this should become a self-sufficient side now. It should be able to kill everything. Maybe 1 or 2 might get through throughout the rest of the stage, but other than that, it should kill all of them and collect all of the scrap as well. So now the left side, I believe, is where... No, sorry. Come down the center again. So that, and... Oh, there's the other one.
Blitzer's charging you. Quick, take him out. Why don't they just give up?
Let's collect our scrap here in the center. Okay, now let's head up the left side here. Now the placement on the left side is a little different. They actually will hug this side more.
Gotcha.
So we can place one there, which will not get mines out in time, so let's go ahead and kill the Tommies.
gun too.
Got a couple of them at least with the mine layer.
So much for you, tube.
Okay, let's see.
This looks like the time to set up our defense.
Okay, good. It's enough for a second mine layer at least.
Please clear the target area.
So we don't have enough for a scrap collector up here just yet, but we'll get that in a bit.
Burst transmitters, over there.
Okay, coming down the center, so let's head down so we can collect scrap from these guys.
Nice.
And then on the left side, we should be able to kill them all. We just won't get the scrap unless we go collect the minis. So let's go collect that scrap, and then we'll have enough to drop a fully upgraded scrap collector as well. Okay, so now
More coming.
let's drop a scrap collector right here in the middle of these two and upgrade it twice. There we go. Now we should not have to go up the sides at all. We should just be able to stay in the center. And so, now that we finished with the two sides, what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and do a third mine layer on both of these lanes, because these lanes do get the most traffic. Now it'll just give us some additional
This is not good.
time in order to allow them to recharge. Yep, we did have one berserker make it by, but he got killed by mine layer, so perfect. Okay, so let's drop a third one in that lane. Let's go pick up our bonus scrap here. This is our second set of bonus scrap. Oh, one away from another mine layer. Gas attack. That's one. That's two. There we go. That's enough for our next mine layer. So we've got 3 in that lane. We need 3 over here.
Order complete.
There's our third. Okay. Now that's really all the mine layers we need at this point. So now, just to make collection a little easier, we can go ahead and build a couple of collection turrets down here. So
Hey, Tommy's here.
let's see if we can squeeze one in on this side.
Hot suit coming through.
Yeah, I got a gun too.
There we go, fully upgraded, and then let's squeeze one in over here as well.
This is not good.
Yeah, so at this point, you really just don't want to shoot them at all. You just want to let them get killed by your turrets, or by your mines, which they should all be getting killed by them, and just stay back and watch the carnage. There we go.
Why
That
don't they
wave's
just
complete.
give up?
Okay, so now we're coming up on our last wave here. We're going to have some big willies on this one again, so we'll want to soften them up. 3 to 4 shots with your sniper rifle should do just fine. This one you have to be a little more careful of, just because if you're using the Wolverine with Ricochet, shooting one of them can hit the other one. So the first one you could probably do 4 shots, but I'd probably only do 3 on the second one. And sometimes the collectors will fight with each other, so... Ooh! Yeah, so you see I got a lot of bounces there between them, so actually my second shot on that one killed him, so... you can tell how much damage they have based on the tube above them will be flashing, and you can just pay attention to how rapidly it's flashing and how much damage they have on them. Okay. So just come here and collect any of these additional scrap that got stuck along the center wall. And that looks like it.
Let's gas up that
So there we
trench and
go.
get you back on board.
Now that mission is done. And you'll see here on our score screen that for about 12 to 13 minutes worth of work, including load times, we are going to have quite a bit of scrap and then emplacement kills. We should have about 1,400 to 1,500 scrap and about 120 emplacement kills. Let's go through all of our spoils. We got a good amount of kills and scrap. See, I'm at 2,300 there. Okay, now that we've unlocked both the helmet and the jacket that we need for the achievement, let's go ahead and select Pylon, because this is the quickest stage that we can possibly do. Let's go customize our trench. We're going to modify our chassis for something that can just take a lot of guns, so the Carlson Mark III is usually a good choice. We want to change our legs to quick load, something with quick load on it. Weapons, you just want to take some high damage weapons. Really is up to what you have available. In this case, I'm taking some machine guns on one side, and then on the other side, fighting Wolverine along with a shotgun that I have available. And then we need to make sure we modify Marine. Change the hat to the Psi goggles. So we got that now. Then we need to change our outfit to the Raz sweater. And there we go. So now we're ready to deploy. And we don't really need any placements, so that's fine. Now let's head up.
Looks like there's a large cluster of radio
Watch this
towers
little cutscene.
Destroy them, end the broadcast, and end this war.
Woodard, would you kindly lower your annoying voice? You're going to wake my baby.
Vlad, you've officially gone nuts. No one would have a baby with...
Yes, I know it's a little ostentatious, but glory in the pursuit of the broadcast is no vice.
Press A to fortify, and let's get to work.
That target's shielded, Marine. Try a different target.
And there we go. Nice and simple.
You hear that? Silence.
And there's our achievement, Razputin. Thanks for watching, everyone.